All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have not streamed on this particular channel, but like I said, we starting to get into the swing of things. Okay, I know I got good sounds. I'm hearing myself on my phone, but I hope everyone's having a good time tonight. We wanted to come by, talk to you guys a little bit. I see everyone in the chat. Rest assured, this story is quite interesting. It was more so for the entertainment channel, not for the news channel. Let me give a disclaimer. This is the entertainment channel. Don't come over here telling me about no news or no politics of serious nature. I do that every day, every single day. Multiple contributors on our main channels, African Diaspora News Channel, African Diaspora News Insider. If you feel this kind of stuff is not important, go to my channel. We talk about all the important things, okay? Just letting you know. If you come here with that, talking about why you talking about this, who cares, X, Y, Z, you saw the title, I'm going to block you, okay? If I catch you, I'm going to block you. So we just giving a disclaimer. It's only for people who want to see this, right? All right. So I received an email from a young lady about what we're going to talk about tonight. It wasn't from a guy. Now, the only reason I want to talk about it is because we got this era of what I would like to say another word, but I'm not going to say it. This era, what I would like to say, of new, I'm going to say Negroes, okay? And what I'm seeing, I'm not liking. And I'm like, what is going on with a lot of these dudes, man? I know some of y'all in the chat, I saw y'all talking about, you know, the simping and all that. Well, to me, it's a little deeper than the simping, a little bit. But we're going to get to the email that I received from a woman by the name of Brandy. Shout out to Brandy for sending us this email this morning and got my attention and sent this screenshot. Now, I never heard of this woman at all, Passion Jones. Don't know who she is whatsoever, but I just found out. So let's go ahead and read the email and check the chat. See if everybody good. Everybody good? All right. Cool. Now, Miss Brandy says, hi, Phil. Love your show, but especially your podcast. Well, Brandy, I thank you for listening to the podcast. We greatly appreciate that. We got multiple things going on. He said, I love to know your thoughts on women being in polyandrous relationships with two men. He said, I recently came across an IG model who wears very revealing plus-size lingerie and who comes out as poly and introduce her simple husbands to the world. Okay. She said the photos has thousands of likes, many of them women. He said, I feel this is detrimental to the black community. He said to bastardize polygamy, which polygamy is basically the other way around, where it's the man and multiple wives. You know, we could explain that, talking about from the African sense of how people even still practice it today. In this way and not our ancestors intended. I'd like to hear your discussion on this. So the woman herself, because maybe some of you, saw the original picture, but this is Passion Jones herself. She is a plus size model. She has deals from what I've seen with Fashion Nova and many other people that she models for. She also was promoting her OnlyFans as well. Now she has a whole husband, well actually two, and you promoting her OnlyFans, but we'll get to that picture. But this is Passion Jones if you've never seen her before. But let me get to the picture that she put out now, and I'm going to read from Instagram exactly what she said on her Instagram that she put these pictures out. Now these pictures I was showing you of her is for YouTube. If you go to her Instagram, I couldn't show you what she normally be posting on Instagram, right? So let's go to this here. Now, the picture on the right is the one that initially was there. The one on the left is the one that you swipe, right? So this is it. So she read, according to this post, it says, let's add love to 2020. And she put in at the Black Native 18 at Hokage _Domino. That's now the Black Native dude is the dude to her left. That is the original husband, okay? The other one, the Hokage _Domino, is that dude to the right, okay? I'll let you know who they are. Now, she says, I'm sure you've seen stories, comments, and heard many things in the past weeks, and my family and I, okay? She said, I want to formally address this as best as possible, simply and as clear as I can put it. She says, I also want to keep a level of privacy until we can fully speak our story. Okay, Passion, look, you don't keep nothing private, sis. I mean, no, you don't. The thing you should keep private, you don't. Okay, so please, no, let's not go there about privacy. She says, my husband at the Black Native 18, which is the dude with the gray sweater, black shirt on the other right, and I are poly, have been for 2 years now. He said, we met the other guy with the hat and immediately became a family. She put a love emoji, simply put, love is love. And we're blessed to be able to build such a wonderful partnership through this journey. He said, I also want to tag, and she tagged some Black Polyandry and some Progressive Love Academy for the amount of education that has been given for us to prosper through our path. He said, live your truth. We're living ours. She said, the story will be posted only on my OnlyFans in the near future. Why did you post it to Instagram then? You're already posting it, right? So come on now. He said, until then, new and more content will be released again all next week. And then, you know, some people was asking some questions to her, and I thought that was interesting. You know, some people, of course, you know, they're you know, the fans, you know, of her or whatever. But she said, this one woman says, I love this, but my next question is your husband gay? Do you guys all share each other, or does that man just share you? I'm not familiar with these type of polygamous relationships, but I like to be. And then she says, appreciate you so much. She put a heart emoji. This will be talked about, but no, they are not gay. LOL. Now, fellas, I'm not about to talk about her. You know, I will talk about her in another sense, but not. Most of this stream is going to be about the husband himself and this dude. Now, look, I'm talking to dudes. Women already coming in here talking about, well, that's what they want to do. I don't care about that, what they want to do. We talking about the brothers right now. We talking about these new Negroes today. We talking about this epidemic of simping, okay? Now, looking at these two, right here, brothers, the vibe and the energy they giving from this photo, brothers. What kind of energy and vibe they giving you from this photo? I'm not gonna say nothing yet. You tell me. What famous politician that y'all could think of? What kind of vibe they giving through this photo? Maybe you guys know. The women may know too. Can y'all name it? Maybe in the chat? What kind of vibe I'm getting from them? And yes, children are in the home. Yes, because I saw that on Instagram too. That would make it very concerning. Yeah, one person know who I'm talking about. That kind of vibe. Yeah, y'all know. Y'all know. That's exact. That's the vibe I got. I say, because look, it is nothing of, listen, they not giving no masculine, like alpha male energy in those photos, man. Listen, a man with just an alpha male himself, you could just tell that energy. Listen, no alpha male, it would be cool with that. None. I mean, okay. So she said that her and dude on the left of her, you know, they met this dude, wherever they met this dude at, and immediately they just sparked something and became, and they just want to be a family. Like, what dude does that? Seriously, what dude does that? What, fellas, what dude you know does that? You got there talking, you know, with your wife, your girlfriend, whatever, and some other dude shows up, and all of a sudden the sparks fly, and she said that they not gay. Like, listen, let me clear this screen here. Hold on, just in Passion. If you get this video, because I know people halfway may send it to you. Passion, listen. I saw that comment you said to that sister, Passion. The Andrew Gillum vibes are just real strong with them two. They real strong. Like, you said to another woman that you don't do nothing with them, each other in the same whatever, right? You kind of, you're saying that you do that separately. Okay. But when you gone, or because they giving Bussy brother vibes, man. Look, because they listen. Andrew Gillum's wife was saying the same thing before he got caught up. And look, if that's what it is, that's what it is. You know, you step up, you're gonna step up. But come on, Passion, come on, come on, and you put this out here because nobody knew, so it's not nothing covert and secret, right? But you look at the situation, and then you know the thing that's coming through there is as you go through, like, you know, you look at some of the pictures, they're also giving that vibe like she's the one that's taking care of the both of them. You get what I'm saying? And if it's that kind of situation where she's taking care of the both of them financially, no woman respect a man that she has to take care of. Really, at the end of the day, she don't respect that. Now, some women want to control men. You know, some women want to actually have a simp to control, but then eventually that woman will get tired of controlling even a simp, right? And the time's going to come where she's not going to be the model anymore, okay? Because what's going to happen is the wall's coming. You understand? The wall is coming. And when nobody want to see her no more because she didn't hit the wall and she didn't transition from being a model herself to actually creating a model agency, finding models, and now you signing deals, and you know now it don't matter about the wall no more. You still continue modeling and bringing in the next set of people. I'm just, you know, saying we talking about business. Is that what you want to do? But if she hits the wall and lose all her stuff or whatever, what are they gonna do? I you know, like there's a video of them on there, like, you know, the kid, because kids are involved. Like, we already have an issue in our community, right? With a lot of the men not having the right father figure. A lot of these men are so weak today. They are weak. And then another instance, a lot of them are, is a lot of them are not accomplished. And see, only men who's not accomplished will be cool with that kind of relationship. Now, fellas, do you agree with that? Only men who's not accomplished, men that don't have nothing going on, men that is not any kind of man of means, a man that has some sort of pride for himself, because the nature of any man is territorial. You get what I'm saying? First and foremost, why she run the house and run the money and run everything is because of what she's doing. You get what I'm saying? And you sit up there, she's running you, she's running the house. Your quote unquote wife is posting herself, you know, half naked for the world to see. Okay. Any man that got sense would be like, listen, if you were doing that before, okay, I know about it, but you better transition to something else. You better transition to modeling for Lane Bryant or Torrid or them other stores like that. You better transition to that. If you're gonna do Fashion Nova, cool, do that. But you're not about to be doing what you're doing now. No. So another thing, on top of her not really respecting the main dude, I guess, or whatever. Now, some people, I saw you in the chat say, well, some people got relationships, they just don't know about each other. Look, this is a total different dynamic. This is out of the natural order, okay? This is out of the natural order. And some women was bigging that up. Some women like, ooh, I want to do the same thing. And if you want to do the same thing, you just want to simp. This is like the level 100 simpatry. Let's call that what it is. And this is what brothers have descended to now, is that simping so hard that you sit up there. Like, I mean, she is literally saying that basically she was eyeing this dude. You say, quote, you said he wasn't, you know, a bussy brother, your husband. So you just sitting there and you eyeing this man and you met him and you just fell all in love with him and just looked at your husband like, I just gotta have him here. He needs to be part of our family. Oh yes, I think that'll be a wonderful thing. Like, really? Really? This is what some brothers out here doing? Maybe I'm just too old school. Maybe I'm just at the uncle stage now, and I just can't see it that way. But y'all brothers tell me, that's what's going down in these streets now? It's a simping that bad? I mean, seriously, is it that bad, fellas? Out here? Ladies, is it that bad with the simping? I mean, look, you know, like it's I don't know if it's simping or a bussy brother. I don't know what it is, But let's say if it's not the bussy thing, it's just simping. Okay. Whatever. Listen, no woman respects a simp. They'll use a simp. And let me tell them simps something too, just in case you see that video. That woman you got, Passion Jones, she is about to get took. She gonna get took by somebody. It's coming. Eventually it's coming, because this is gonna happen. She gonna get tired of y'all right when she kind of know that, ooh, I'm kind of getting almost to the point of the wall, but I'm not there yet. But I still can pull, like a man that got something going on. And she gonna be, because he already, put it out there that she can go do what she want to do, right? And what's gonna happen is, when these dudes gonna find out what she got going on, they're like, oh, okay, And he gonna have some simping, some simping in him a little bit, but not all the way. And then what he gonna end up doing is find out her situation. She gonna be complaining to him about how she's providing everything and whatever. This dude doing all the things he's doing. He don't need no woman to provide for him. He got his own thing. He could take her to a different life she haven't had without taking all her clothes off or doing whatever she's doing, right? The dude like, look, I'll be with you, but you got to cut all that loose. You got to do this. You got to do that. And if he show her the life she ain't having right now on her own, she gone. I'm telling you. Because that man would say, look, you're going to be with me. All them pictures got to get deleted. You ain't doing all that no more because I'm taking care of you. You ain't got to be doing all that no more. Why you doing that? Say, take all that down because she going to get tired of it eventually. And I see some of y'all say it's not going to end well. Or usually that kind of stuff don't. Unless it's cultural. Because some people, culture is that way. He said, one person said it ain't simping, it's pimping. How is that pimping? The dudes ain't pimping nothing. So it's not pimping on the, and like I said, you're not pimping these dudes out. Like they look like they ain't got nothing going on. At least if you're going to make some money off of them, do that, right? But now some people may say, well, what about the other way around? What about, you see people like Brother Polite and this and that and the third, and what's the difference? The social order makes it different. Listen, it's a double standard. Me personally, I couldn't do nothing like that. I'm a one-woman man, love my wife to death. Wouldn't even think about nothing like that. But some people are different. Some people's culture are different. Like in some places in the continent of Africa, I know the Mormons, practice a lot of that as well. But let's talk about the continent of Africa. I know there's multiple marriages they do over there. They do a traditional, a polygamy where you have the one husband. But traditional polygamy, the wife in Africa don't supposed to do nothing. She's just supposed to be there, taking care of the kids, taking care of the house. The man does everything. She don't have to go out and work or do anything like that, right? And they've been practicing that for thousands of years. Me personally, I don't know how a man could do that. Some men I heard, I think one news story I covered, he had like freaking 12 to 15 kids or something like that. I'm like, man, that's a lot of kids in the house. And that's a lot of mouths to feed. It's hard to feed a couple of them. But, like I said, that story was out of Tanzania, at least what I'm talking about, not here in America. But let's talk to the fellas. Fellas, what do you think the situation with these guys? Yeah, I'm just asking you guys in the chat. Like, if your woman came up to you and she said something similar to what this woman ever said to her husband, what would be your response? I want to see in the chat. What would be your response? Because I believe a certain response should be warranted, but what would you say? Yeah, let's just so you can get a visual, put it back up. So what would you say to that? It was just like, my pointers here. It's just these two right here, the woman and this dude in the gray. And all of a sudden, she says you go out to dinner, and she want that dude to come in y'all situation at the house with y'all kids. Let's talk about that. In the house with y'all kids. What you gonna explain to them? They got what, 2 daddies? Like, what's that conversation gonna go? What do you tell these kids? Because kids ask questions like my 6-year-old know more than what I think she should know. Where you get that from? You get what I'm saying? So imagine those kids see this guy come in and see 2 guys all up on their mama and eventually see their mom on Instagram too, later on down the line. But what do you tell your children? See, see, the real brother say go be. You say go be with that man. Well, first and foremost, any real man would be like, first of all, like multiple ways to think about this. Was this something you've been doing? You just feeling bold enough to tell me about it now, or is she saying this because I'm not man enough or something? Well, what is that coming from out the blue? But usually it would create a problem. Yeah, they're saying mama nasty. Yeah, they're like, hold on, you got two? Well, what? Okay, well, what if the other dude get her pregnant? How do y'all do that? I mean, what is it? All three of y'all's kids? I mean, what? How does that work out? What is it? Two daddies? What? You say she already cheating? Man, that female out there doing, man, I'm telling you, she wide open to any dude that's gonna sit up there. But listen, the moment she got that main simp to agree to that, oh man, she gonna do whatever she wanna do. Yeah, you say you'll let her go? Yeah. Well, most dudes with sense would let her go. I mean, seriously. I mean, like, listen, no. Listen, it's about your manhood at the end of the day, brothers. It's your manhood. There's certain things that in your manhood you should not even allow. Now, one dude in the chat says she could only, get down for a certain window of time per month. Well, it's not even about that, personally. It's just about what's the psychological effects on the children. That's my thing, the children. If they were single, there would be one conversation. I mean, what I mean, not children, but you bringing this strange man in your house. You said that you've been fooling with this guy now for 2 years. Like, why do you bring a strange person around like that? What happened to building families? I mean, what is up with her where, I don't know. I just think that maybe she was fooling around with this guy and she just, because, some women, they be plotting and scheming and say, look, come around this day and I'm going to act like, what I'm saying? That's probably what she was already doing. But them two there, you know what I'm saying? I don't, yeah, pregnancy. Some of y'all talking about that. Okay, I don't know. I don't judge men like that. To me, all men are ugly, but they just not giving alpha male vibes to me, and that's an issue and a problem. And now let's get serious for a minute. We dealing with some major issues right now in our community, and it could, you already got white supremacists. My cousin just sent me a video. Well, white supremacists are threatening, talking about if Trump don't win, they gonna go to war. You need some real men out here that's gonna hold the line. Real men that's gonna protect the community. And we got these simps out here, man. And yes, I understand a lot of our things was messed up because of the system and targeting. But this is not. I know we got issues and problems, but this is not a way I don't believe to solve the issue. Now at the end of the day, she's gonna do what she want to do. But I don't see her getting 60 years old being in that kind of relationship because the ridicule. Listen, black families on a good day. Hold on, you did what? You got two what? And you imagine grandma say, hey, that girl talking about here, she got two men. It's like two men. I say, what kind of whoredom are you doing, Passion? There's enough of y'all you have. You showing all you cracking your behind on to these strange folks. I don't know what got into you. You was raised over here at First 6th Street Missionary Baptist Church, and then you gonna do this? Well, what didn't happen to you? That girl, we say that girl got the devil in her. We got to pray for her. The Rev didn't teach that. Passion, don't y'all come to my house with that passion. No. You do your devilment somewhere else. We pray over here. We got the black Jesus picture in our house and all that. We don't do that. Don't bring that man around here. And I'm gonna talk to your husband too. Now imagine that conversation. You know what I'm saying? The family looking at him like, was that your idea, bruh? Bruh, are you switch hitting now? Or what? You got, you kind of, what's going on? Because I don't know no man in his right mind that would do that. Like, what's going on, man? I mean, you force her to do that? I mean, because most brothers and families gonna be charging him up too, because I'm like, why would you allow that? I mean, she cannot come from a traditional, black family. She couldn't have, because I don't know no black family that's cool with that, especially in America. You know how we are. Let's see here. Let me get hold on. Let me make sure. No, where we at? Hold on, wrong person. Give me a second. Let me get Don meet you out of here, because we could talk about whatever we want to talk about. This is my job to talk. And if you post something to the public, I could talk about it every freaking day. You always got somebody coming in here talking crap. You said you sorry. It said, but her name is where the problem started. Well, I don't know if that's her government name, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, but it is what it is. But my thing is, it's like this not nothing that we should be promoting, right? I don't think we should. I think we have. Now, some people could say, well, we have a shortage in our community, so those relationships probably gonna pop up more and more. Like I said, I as a man could not even do that at all. Okay, so I mean, it's too much going on. I mean, like what? She gonna have a favorite or something? I mean, what's going? Because women was asking that question too. Do you have a favorite? I mean, would this one do? Would that one do? They was asking her multiple questions about the situation. My thing is, like I say, it's the children, and I just don't see those men as alpha males. They give me, Andrew Gillum vibes. They just do. On her Instagram, yes, Concord Drink. On her Instagram, I saw the main husband with children. So yes, children are involved. Little children, little impressionable children, not like teenagers or something like that. I mean, little impressionable children. Like it's why would you do that to impressionable little children? They're gonna grow up with this screwed up mindset that either is normalized or they can resent. That it's a lot of things that these kids can grow up seeing. Whether they go to school and tell their friends and it's well, some women don't think, brother, Mr. Man had talked about, it's an old saying that leave something to the imagination, because you create mystery with yourself. All this, just parading yourself online like that. Listen, down the line, you're not going to be that age anymore. I mean, that can follow you. I done a story years ago where this woman actually became a principal, and they found them kind of photos that she had posted online maybe 5 to 7 years earlier, and she lost her job based on a clause in her contract. A morality clause in her contract. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you don't have to. Like I said, it's a way to be classy with that, but not the way. Come on, man. You're a whole mother. See, I take more issue when a woman's a mother than when she's single. She's single. It's like the Cardi B thing. When Cardi B had her daughter Culture, some things should have changed. Now, Megan Thee Stallion don't have no children, so I will never even mention Megan Thee Stallion. But that WAP video, there was a whole married woman at the time. And you see what's going on with that. Okay? Because I always say, if any man allow you to do that, and he's not territorial with you, he don't care if you show yourself, he don't care at all, right? A woman should be concerned about that if a man don't care if you show yourself. I'm like, why isn't you defending what's supposed to be yours? Why aren't you going to war with her about something like that, to the point like, look, if you do it again, I'm out of here, because obviously you don't want to be with me. You're looking for something else. That should be Passion's main issue, why he don't care. And if he that much of a guy that's dependent on her to do everything, you get what I'm saying? Some things can follow you for the rest of your life, including what she's doing. Like I say, especially the route she's going. Because sure, she can go delete every picture off of her Instagram today, or any of those women that's doing that. Not just her, but it's on the internet. People save it, people whatever, and then if let's say one day she wants to run for Congress or whatever she wants to do later in her life, right? They're gonna bring that stuff up. Now I know some people gonna say, well, Donald Trump's wife she got pictures like that. Yeah, but you know how it goes in America. You know, them folks, can get away with murder, literally. But when it comes to us, we literally got to be freaking patron saints, or it becomes an issue or a problem for us. You say I don't know whose name the kids take. I don't know. It looks like that the situation was maybe she had the kids before with them too. But she said this happened 2 years ago. But, definitely let me know what you think, man. I just wanted to run this by y'all. I don't want to, beat y'all over the head with this too much. But fellas, like I said, don't get caught up like this. Don't do this, fellas. Don't do that. Don't. And like I said, I had to sit here and cut down what I could have posted because of no. And like I said, she could have a nasty attitude. You guys don't know. She could be obviously she don't have to make great decisions, obviously. And the dude, like I said, he don't make great decisions either because you don't care about your children. Live your life. I don't care. I'm not telling you what to do. But what I'm saying is your kids. That's just my issue with that. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I thank you guys, once again for joining us, like I said, for this live tonight. Like I said, we will start trying to find, you guys, I'm going to get a new email address where you guys can send me different stories like this. And maybe, like I said, sometime I don't have time to do a traditional video. So I'll just maybe jump on live and just talk about it just in real time. But we'll get a new email. We'll start putting it in there. I'm going to work on that probably either tonight or tomorrow. And you guys can send it. That way you don't send it to the African Diaspora News email. You can send me any kind of, stories or something that's related, to internet, entertainment, things like that. Because, the main channel, we don't discuss these kind of stories. But passion, if you're listening, what about your children? What about your children? That's the only thing I'm saying. Now, you may say, well, I don't worry about my kids. And well, your kids are part of the community. That's why we, are kind of saying, what about your children, okay? Yes, I know you can do whatever you want to do. Why do y'all care? Because every time, somebody in the community say something, people like that get a nasty attitude. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason she put these pictures out because she was being, the pressure was on her for that, right? But, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I definitely thank you guys for joining us tonight on the show. And, let us know in the comments for sure what you think about the whole situation. And make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell, like button, etc. And, don't ghost watch. I always tell people that. Join us and make sure that you stopping by every time we post some content.